What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. So yo man, I'm sitting up here and I'm just watching some of Robert Quinn's film from last year. You know, Hot Boy Robert Quinn's film from last year, man. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, for a 6th round pick on a trade, guaranteed 14 games, because remember he got suspended for the first 2 games. Robert Quinn absolutely worked his butt off, man. And I'm just like, look at the reach around. Where you going? Sit your butt down somewhere. Man, Robert Quinn was just an exciting player. Look at him. Who doesn't love a guy who just smacks Kirk Cousins like that? But yeah, Robert Quinn was just an exciting person to watch, an exciting player to watch last year. And to be honest with y'all, I think it's uber important, man, for the Dallas Cowboys to figure out a way to try to get him on a good contract to keep him. Because am I realistic to think that Robert Quinn's going to get you 11 and a half sacks next year in 2020? Not realistic. But do I think he could give me about 8 or 9 sacks? I definitely think he could. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I like about Robert Quinn is his energy when he calls his plays is so infectious, man. It's so infectious. Like you'll see Jalen Smith and a lot of other guys, doing that snake dance with him, and it's so infectious, and you want that around the team. I mean, Robert Quinn is an older guy, and one thing I know about older guys is, man, you don't want to be moving around too much, later on toward the end of your career. So I mean, if the Dallas Cowboys are able to get Robert Quinn on something that's a contract, I think that's, let's just talk numbers for a quick second. What's a realistic number that I think is good for Robert Quinn next year? I wouldn't mind, as much as I hate 2-year deals, I wouldn't mind seeing Robert Quinn on a 2-year deal that puts him in about $11.5 million. You know what I'm saying? And keeping it real, if he can give me 9 sacks every one of those years, I think you're definitely get your money's worth. You know what I'm saying? At his age and for the rotation, because you got to remember like this, under this defense, under Nolan's defense, it's going to be an applied pressure. It's not necessarily going to be one single individual coming off the end, getting pressure. You obviously, with playing DeMarcus Lawrence already, the amount of money he's getting made, you really want the bulk of the sacks coming from him. Why? Because he's getting paid over $18 million a year. You know what I'm saying? So for Robert Quinn, if he's able to give me 9.5, 8.5 sacks, for the next 2 to 3 years, I'm definitely in on signing him and letting him retire as a Dallas Cowboy. I do think he should be able to get a due number though, because that 50 is just kind of weird. But anyway, I like Robert Quinn. I like what he brings to the Dallas Cowboys. He's definitely a guy in the trenches that you want when we're trying to make this deep playoff run in 2020. He's a guy that's going to bring experience, and every time he gets on the field, you always know Robert Quinn's going to give it 100%. So I like him. Hey, get Dallas Cowboys, let's get him signed. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because the star is up.